Well, let's look ahead to what's coming up in ABC TV's continuing coverage of the VFL. David Rhys-Jones, we've got round 13 ahead of us. We're heading towards September. This weekend, Sandringham play host to Port Melbourne. We know the Borough are good. They're a top two side. They'll be fresh. They've had a bye in round 12, and they showed a fearsome anger against Frankston a couple of weeks ago, coming off 2 losses. And I feel like there'll be more of the same in store for the Zebras.
Yeah, but I think it showed that they can be beaten as well, and that's the real thing. And Sandringham, they need to take a scalp. If they want to be part of the finals this year and have an impact in it, then they need to take a scalp, and what better than Port Melbourne?
A bit like their AFL affiliate, Sandringham started off the season pretty well and surprised many. We know the Saints had a few early victories and Sandringham did too. But then as injury started to take their toll, their form dropped away. So it's a big challenge, I think, for Simon McPhee.
Oh, certainly. Once their AFL list, copped a few injuries, it really did start to affect them. But look, on their day, they're a very good team, and they've got some talented young players too, and that's what I like to come and watch, and watch these young kids coming through, and future AFL stars. And
we also like to watch some of the harder, experienced heads at Port Melbourne, particularly if we get a winter's day like we did last week at Frankston.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, Port Melbourne have proven themselves, and their names that we just roll off our lips week after week. We know who they are and what they can do, and they're a very, very good side on their day, and well led, and I'm sure Gary Ayres will have his team up and going.
All right, that's all coming up this Saturday afternoon. You can catch the action, as always, live from 1 o'clock. Sandringham versus Port from Trevor Barker Beach Oval. The other games in round 13, Richmond and Casey on Saturday afternoon. Also, Werribee and North Ballarat. That shapes as a big one. The two North Melbourne partially aligned sides. Both have been in really good form of late. The Bombers had a draw last week, and they'll be eager to try and claim the full 4 points against the defending premiers Box Hill. Geelong and Footscray also shapes as a big one. So too does the Northern Blues against Collingwood. It's an exciting week coming up in round 13 of the VFL.